Welcome to TheStreet.com TV. I'm Greg Greenberg from TheStreet.com, and I'm joined today by John Merrill. John is the founder of Tanglewood Capital, which manages about $600 million in assets. Last time he visited us, we discussed oils and REITs. Today he's here to give us more of his favorite sectors. Welcome, John.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
All right, it's good to have you back. Tell me how you allocate assets, and then we'll get into the different sectors that you like.
Well, we do use asset allocation models. We have ones from conservative to aggressive. We developed them back in the late 80s when we did a lot of research into the various asset classes and how to model them together to kind of optimize reward versus risk. And interestingly enough, we haven't had to tamper with them since 1991. They've been the same benchmarks for our portfolios ever since.
Well, you struck gold in the first strike.
I
Not a
guess
lot
so.
of people do that. Last time you were here, we discussed REITs and oils. Let's start with the REITs. Do you still like them?
We had been overweight REITs up until December. Then we went to a neutral weighting, and in mid-February, after a big kind of hyperbolic increase there at the beginning of the year, we sold out completely, which is unusual for us because it's part of our asset allocation. It's kind of risky for us because it's in our benchmark. But we just felt like, cap rates is the way that commercial real estate is evaluated. And a decade ago, the cap rates on prime real estate were between 8 and 10 times free cash flow. They're now between 4 and 6 times cash flow. At these levels, we just felt like that momentum had carried them too far.
Well, it turned out to be a prescient bet because we have seen REITs come down since
Exactly.
then. Now, what about oils? You're based in Houston. Did you sell out of oils as well? That can be dangerous down there in Texas.
We didn't sell out, but we were overweighted, and we went to a neutral weight. And we've been neutral weight since the middle of last year. We think that, because when you invest, you're not investing in the commodity, you're investing in companies. And we see a much tougher environment for the companies. The costs, I have a lot of clients in the oil and gas industry, and if you're on the E&P side, it's getting much harder to find, much more costly to find. If you're on the drilling side, your expenses have exploded.
They have to dig deeper and further down, further away from the shore.
Compensation.
Yeah.
Employee compensation has doubled in 3 years.
Amazing. All right, let's talk about some things that you like. One of them is the Schwab Healthcare Fund. Why do you like that one?
Well, healthcare has been in the doghouse for a number of years. And you have a time, which has been there for a while, where healthcare as a sector is selling it under a market PE multiple, which is very unusual to its history because of the consistency of its earnings and the high margins. But because of the Democratic sweep in Congress and a variety of other things, the healthcare has come down. And it's interesting, when things are in a downward mode, the glass is always half empty. It seems like beginning about a couple months ago, you started hearing about Merck winning lawsuits. You heard about patent extensions. You heard about new FDA approvals of devices and drugs. Suddenly the glass is half full, and that's what happens at momentum changes.
All right, sounds like a little bit of a contrarian play. And you also like the Janus Contrarian Fund. Why do you like that one?
Well, it's a interesting fund. It's an unusual fund for our portfolios because it's a go-anywhere fund. The manager is given pure license, international, U.S., large, small, and he uses that license. He had as much as 40% of his stocks in India at one point. But he's done extremely well. It's an aggressive fund for us, but he's proving to be a great manager.
All right, you're going to stick with the winner. Thanks a lot for coming back. John Merrill, founder of Tanglewood Capital. I'm Greg Greenberg for TheStreet.com TV. Please come back. Thanks a lot, John.
Thank you.